Hi again everybody, I know it's been a while. I have not had the best 2026, none of my family have. This has been, it's been a pretty rubbish start to the year, following the wrist break at the end of very last day, New Year's Eve last year. We've had a series of unfortunate events that have transpired, and we are, thankfully, I believe we're now mostly through them. I'm also trying a new setup. This is a webcam I have received graciously from a friend of mine. He no longer uses it, and today I went and did my Secrets of Strixhaven pre-release at Manor Screw in Northampton. I had a lot of really fun games. I played Lawhold, which is the white-red school. Last time Strixhaven was with us, I believe it was in the middle of the pandemic, which was obviously quite a long time ago for a lot of people. Some people watching this might not have even been playing Strixhaven back then, but at the time I didn't get to do a pre-release. Today I did. And I did terribly. My results would reflect that, but I had fun, and that's the main point of this anyway. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to do ye olde traditional bundle unboxing, if only my hands worked like hands. There we go. We haven't seen the box before. This is a really nice looking dice, but it's sort of like a mahogany or a walnut colour. 9 14 card play boosters. There's a Wisdom of Ages promo card, and the usual, other contents of lands and rules tip cards and blah. So, box dealt with. This, expand your studies. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with Lawhold, which seems to focus mostly on graveyard synergistic stuff. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, it's like maybe it's not walnut, it's actually more like a caramel, a dark caramel with, it's kind of wood, but it's also kind of not, because that's quite a bright orange. I don't know whether all the die look exactly the same, but I'd imagine not. Either way, it's quite a pretty dice. So, let's have it on this, the symbol, which looks like a owl's face, I think, like an owl mask or something. This is this is one of the Emeritus. I don't know who that is. That could be. Loads of counters. Mostly seen that sort of thing before. And the more interesting thing for us is all of the boosters. Rules tip cards. We don't care. Wisdom of Ages. So let's look at this box bit. So this is Strixhaven after the Phyrexian invasion. So we're not quite sure I'm not quite sure what shape the plane is in, but presumably the Phyrexian invasion probably stirred up a few things. From what I understand, the denizens of Strixhaven were actually aware of the multiverse's existence, but most people wouldn't actually ever interact with the multiverse. Return all instant and sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. Exile Wisdom of Ages for 7 mana and a sorcery. That's pretty pricey. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's playable. It's probably not something I'm going to play. Can I even open this? Can I even open this? We will get the scissors. We will go in from the top, I think. There we go. Right, where were we? It's kind of cool looking, gotta be honest. Wow, the glare on that is quite something. That is a very high finish, very high brightness finish. These are pretty. Presumably depicting each of the students who are, important in... Oh wait, no, that's Quintorius. Well, I'm not sure. Pretty lands. Pretty land. Ooh, wow. That's pretty spectacular as well. Alright. So I don't know whether this is going to come across on the video, but hopefully I can disguise it somewhat. The webcam is actually looking at this upside down, so if this sounds a little bit odd, it's because I'm wearing a headset. And the webcam positioning I'm trying my best to work with, but you notice we've got 3 different booster pack designs. They're all the same, like there's no change for what the contents could be. They all play by the same booster contents, but they have 3 different artworks which they've started to do again recently. Let us commence with the inevitable opening of packs, which is what everybody's here for anyway. If you're here for this, then I understand. A spirit token and an inkling token. Tokens over here, out the way. Yes, I had this at the pre-release. It's pretty cool. Spectacular Sky Whale. Where are you? So these are the commons, uncommons, Diary of Dreams. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, our first rare is an Emeritus of Conflict, the red Emeritus, which comes prepared with, well, it doesn't come prepared, but it comes loaded with a lightning bolt, which they haven't done this before, this prepared mechanic, but that's quite a first pull. I'm quite happy with that. There's another one of them mountains. We'll put you with the lands. Tam, and what is pick your poison? Oh, pick your poison. I actually run this. This is quite fun. It's a pity that it's always sorcery speed, but, you know, it's still a pretty cool card. I'm going to put that to one side. I quite like that. And Tam, Observant Sequencer. Landfall, 4 mana, 4/3, becomes prepared with deep insight. You draw a card and you gain 1 life for 2 mana. I mean, that's pretty solid. And it's an uncommon. Okay, we'll put you with the uncommons, because that's what you are. Next pack, pack 2. These packs, now that my hand is working again and I'm free, I'm actually back at work. But it's good because now it works in such a way that I can actually open booster packs without it being a proper battle, as it were. Here are our commons. Practiced Scrollsmith. Okay, yeah. Flashback. This is a cool card. I had this in my deck at the pre-release today. 1 mana, give something flashback. Flashback is equal to its mana cost. It has to be an instant or sorcery. That is a cool card. I'm quite happy with that. I'm sure I can find a use for that. Helping Hand. And a shiny Poisonous Apprentice, which is an uncommon. Helping Hand, also an uncommon. Return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped for 1 mana. One mana. You can return anything that is a creature with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. That's a really good card. Wish I'd had that today. The next spirit token and a copy token. Cool, okay. Owlin Historian. He's Owlin. Lol. Sorry. Terrible jokes. Wow, okay. Another mythic already. So we've opened, that's pack, this is pack 3, so we've opened 2 mythics. This is a black board wipe, if you can read this. It says, all creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn at sorcery speed for black, and 1. However, if you gained life this turn, destroy all creatures instead. This is another solid pull right there. A Shattered Sanctum. This land enters tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. That's pretty good. That's a good rare as well. Stock Up, I've been informed, not been printed since Aetherdrift. That is a good card. A foil Wander Off and a Titan's Grave, also a common. Pack 4, Treasure and an Elemental. Heated Argument. I was running that because I needed more removal. Infirmary Healer. Enters prepared with a stream of life on it. Okay. Conciliator's Duelist. When this creature enters, draw a card. Each player loses 1 life. 4 mana for a 4/3. Okay. Repartee. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell targets a creature, exile to 1 target creature. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. At the beginning of the next turn. So whenever you cast, an instant or sorcery that targets a creature, blink something. And whenever this enters, draw a card. Each player loses 1 life. Each player. So it's not just your opponents. It's each player. Still not bad. Zombify. Rubble Rouser. I was running you, another common Surveil land, newly done Surveil lands. Quite pricey, but I did actually end up using them quite a lot in the pre-release. Quite a lot. More than a few times in the pre-release, because sometimes your game is just going to stall you. But that is the nature of anything that is a game, I suppose. Sometimes it doesn't work out the way you think it does. Aziza, Mage Tower Captain. If you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may tap 3 untapped creatures you control. If you do, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. Wish I'd had you at the pre-release as well. Burst Lightning, cool, okay. Landscape Painter in foil, and another one of those wild-looking mountains. Pack 6. This is much easier doing this sitting down than it is. I'm normally standing up and hunched over, so I end up with bad back afterwards because I'm an old man. Happens to all of us at some point in our lives, I think. Quillblade Laureate. That's pretty good. Colour Storm Stallion. This guy. Bit of a problem if you don't, watch what's going on, because it makes copies of itself, which then obviously have the same ability, so you end up with lots of Colour Storm Stallions, and the board will get flooded if you don't keep them under control. A Fracture. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker. I think I've seen this card, just not with this artwork. That's also a rare. That's pretty cool. A Foil Oracle's Restoration. Pack 7. Everything is so colourful with this set as well. Okay, there's our uncommons. We've got Blech, Loafing Pest, with an alternate art border. Requisition Raid. I've actually got this in this border already. I was running that today. That was pretty cool. Abigail, Poet Laureate, a foil uncommon and a foil common. Wabam. Was hoping for more Emeritus, but, that's fine. I got one of the lands as well, so I'm not going to complain. Maybe one of the dragons would be quite nice. In fact, it would be very nice. Ooh, Spirit Mascot, I was running him today as well. Borrowed Knowledge, what are you? 4 mana for a sorcery. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like a hand equalizer, alright. Maelstrom Artisan, what are you? Enters prepared with a rocket volley which destroys target non-basic land. I mean, sure. Okay. Wow. Ooh. I was running this card. So Bitter Triumph, that's a good card. But a Bulk Up, alternate art foil, that's a very pretty card. Very happy with that. Nice. Well, I'm actually going to put you over there. Last pack. Come on. Some kind of dragon. Or another Emeritus. You know, that would be cool. Some kind of other Emeritus. What have we got? Here's our commons. Mine. Here are my commons. They're mine. No, practiced offense. Okay. Put +1/+1 counter on each creature target player controls. Target creature gains your choice of double strike or lifelink contender turn with flashback. Wish I'd had this at the pre-release as well. But, you know. My second foil Elite Interceptor. And another Bulk Up. How many rares have we got then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can't complain. Pretty happy with that. I'm looking forward to doing the set deck showdown this year with some more friends, and hopefully I will get this webcam stuff, you know, running a bit smoother. I hope this sounds good. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have enjoyed watching me, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye. Have a beautiful time.